Hey guys, Chris again, Broken Dib RC, and see if I can hold this camera straight. That'd be nice. And yeah, I just want to give my lousy opinion on this Trailfinder 2 chassis or kit from RC 4-wheel drive. It comes with the I won't show up. I got junk everywhere. Comes with the Mojave 2 body set, and I have to just say right off the bat, I am really pleasantly surprised. I am really surprised. I'm not. I don't mean to harp on RC 4-wheel drive, but some products were good, some products were not so good. They all looked great, but some kind of fit and some kind of didn't. This was in the early days. It's before 2010, I guess. But yeah, now obviously the TF2 is pretty popular, and they made some improvements, and they made a lot of really good improvements. I totally admit, this thing was a lot of fun to put together. I was kind of like, I wasn't sure about the chassis for some reason. I'm used to C channel, right? You'd buy an actual kit, and everything was like stamped C channel. Yeah, that was pretty rigid, and it really depended on the bracing in between the chassis rails to keep it from flexing. I mean, mine would be, I've had some trucks where I ran like a lot of like actual miles on, and beat up, falling off of cliffs and stuff, and ditches and everything else. And you come home and you take the axles off, and the whole thing would unsprung like boing, because everything was twisted up so bad. You had to go bang it out straight with a hammer. Anyway, this is machined. It's machined aluminum, and it's kind of nice. Everything's slotted, so all your brackets are reinforced, and it fits. It fits very well. It fits really nicely. So putting it together is a breeze. Nothing's out of whack. Nothing's cattywampus or weird, or put it together. And I was really I didn't have I didn't have super high expectations. I knew obviously they worked at a lot of bugs, but I was just it was a joy to build. It was really fun to build this, and got some got a few mods on this. I've got some parts coming. We've got the Bauhaus RC rear shackle mounts. That's supposed to make a difference. We'll see. I did put it together. I put the leaves. Put the leaf springs on this thing, but I excluded. It comes with like a two helper main spring and then two helper springs, and I just eliminated the third helper spring, the bottom one, the small ones. So hopefully that'll help a little bit. There's only so much, you only get so much, especially when they're new. You got to break in these springs. So there is a break-in period on this, and you have to be kind of aware of that. But yeah, the shocks. Everything was already put together. The shocks, I took the springs out, and I kind of said, what the hell? They gave you the oil anyway. They gave you this 35 weight oil. I just went ahead and filled them up with oil just so they had a little gush, and put them together. We'll see how long that lasts, but the O-ring seems okay. It's not leaking right now, so that's a good sign. So I'm cool with that. The axles, these are the Yoda 2 axles, and I went ahead and just took them apart just to see if there's any grease in them, and they were just chock full of grease. Everything's great. Didn't have to add a thing. They're very smooth. Bearings are a little small, but that's to be expected with a scale axle. You're not going to have big old honking bearings in this thing. So we'll see about that. That's no big deal, though. Bearings, if you keep up with maintenance, bearings are pretty cheap to replace, honestly, unless you can go crazy with bearings, of course. Same thing with the transfer case. Transmission's great. Everything's smooth. I hear this thing's like a snow shovel. I might take a file and file down the edges a little bit, but we'll see. I've got a reverse shackle kit on order. to make it more like a real scale Toyota. What else? Got a old school Holmes Hobby servo. Got plenty of torque to turn this thing. I bought a cheap one for the transmission. This is a 2-speed transmission, and I just got the radio going, so we'll see how the 2-speed does. But this should be fine. I'm not, as long as the ratios aren't too close together, I think we'll be fine. The wheels, it's the old Steelies, and these are great wheels, and they're cheap. They're still pretty cheap. I bought a lot of these for my 1.9s. This is 1.55. And if you get them white from RC 4-wheel drive, they powder coat everything. And the powder coating is a little on the thick side. And on the back end of the wheel, sometimes the bead will slip because there's not enough traction. So you have to, every time I get a new set of wheels, I have to sand the bead down on the inside of the wheel. It's just the face, like the face and the back end. Tried hitting it with some paint remover, and it just kind of laughed at my face because it's like, this citrus crap. I'm used to like industrial remover you used to be able to get, but I'm in California, so that's not going to apply. Anyway, ended up basically just sanding it down on a sanding block on the inside of the wheel, and then the outside, since it's very glossy. That powder coating is real glossy, so I wanted to knock it down a bit. So I just hit it with some flat white paint. Not a big deal. Replaced the hardware on the wheels with 2mm nylon nut screws. The nylon nuts, 2mm nylon nuts. The same nuts that come with the SX24, the wheel. It attaches the wheel to it. Actually, it's 24. It's the same screw. Anyway, looks a little better. Hopefully, holds on a little tighter. The old RC 4-wheel drive wheels, the screws are okay, but for some reason the nuts were really, really bad quality, and they would tend to strip out as you build the wheel. Anyway, that was in the past. The past is yesterday. As for today, these are great wheels. I got to research on the tires and stuff. The tires are fine. Did vent them. I got a hole in the top, hole in the bottom, so they're vented a little bit. They're a little stiff, but hey, it's the kit tire. It's not a big deal. Yeah, this thing is coming along very well. I've got some parts coming in. Gonna get a new bumper coming in for it, and got a new set of sliders. These plastic sliders I have on just to keep rolling with it. Yeah, and I've got some body part stuff. I'll probably do another little video when I get the body done. But it's just kind of separate. But yeah, as far as a quick little build, I spent a couple days on it. A lot of it's because I'm waiting on parts and that kind of thing. But really, I just kind of savor the flavor on this stuff. I don't, you're not in a pit. You don't have to rebuild it in 20 minutes. So yeah, I took my time, and yeah, the kit comes along very great. If you're putting there's some metal indents on these shackles, and you want those on the outside. Basically, you want the inside to be really smooth. And I don't know if it's for indexing or what, but I don't know if I could focus. This probably won't focus on it. No, you're not going to focus on it, are you? Yeah, sort of is. Anyway, you want that on the outside. Just FYI. A lot of you guys watching this probably already know this stuff. I've never built a TF2. No, I'm glad I did. This thing's really neat. We're gonna, we got everything wired up, ready to go. My only huge complaint, the enormous complaint, is the battery straps that they give you are like 10 miles. They're just a foot long. They're huge. And for some reason, like when they designed the battery plate, of course, like a couple of years ago, people aren't running big 5,000 milliamp packs anymore. This one's like a 22. I've got even smaller ones that I put in there. And the trick I do is I put a little Velcro on there so it keeps it from sliding around. And then I just happened to find I had a extra some Hobby Park strap I can put on there. But the slots for this for the slots are a little strange. Ooh. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well, it's slotted for two straps, but actually you really only need one slot to put in one strap. Would be kind of nice. It's not really worth hacking on this this plate though. Yeah, that's about it. I just got some gaffer tape on there and keep the servo wires down, and hunk of Velcro, and got a little strap. It should be fine. Apparently the body doesn't come with an interior. I thought it did. It comes with a dash, but no interior. So right now we're going to get it running, build what I got, and then I'll probably order a interior set and put it in. So I'm not real sure about clearance issues on this. We'll have to see. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Not a big deal. So anyway, that's just a quickie on what's happening with this thing. Hope you guys are having a great day and enjoy this. Right now I'm filming this Memorial Day weekend, so there you go. Hope your Memorial Day is a good one. Hope you can afford gas wherever you could go. That's the other thing. I built all this stuff, but I can't go out to the lake because I can't afford the gas right now. Yeah, so kind of sucks, but hey, that's why you build backyard stuff. So anyway, guys, have a good one. Talk to you later.